Yeah, I'd do cities in the snap again, but oof, need some changes on the way out. Like 20 minutes to get the map pulled down, then the game loaded and ready to go. Is you've got no time viewing it. You've got literally 30 seconds by the time you've pulled it, got it into the game, and load the game up, which could take up to 15 minutes by the time you've got the game going and got OBS going on the way out. And to be honest, the map was not the flashiest of maps I've ever seen, both just normal gameplay and competition. The highway, rail, and port infrastructure was this. Well, put it this way, it was lousy. You had to do a mass lot of terraforming just to get the intercity stuff set up properly. And you don't have that time in 2 hours. In fact, I think looking at the 3 other players, they just didn't even bother. Oh, Kiggy did, but he even said, yeah, the port was a lot to be desired. So, make of that as you will. But, yeah, it wasn't the flash. I saw the reserve map, or what they call the, I get residential demand's gonna spike, so don't place any of that stuff in. I saw the reserve map, backup map, just in case the auto save always the longest. Which was much. You had more building room, but your intercity infrastructure was better set up. You weren't wasting your time terraforming around, and the resources were set better if you decide to go for no operate in the morning. Yeah, if you wanted to set down some industry. Too out of scale. That will definitely kick up. Ooh, that's a big solder. Just wondering if that's going to be able to take Ooh, check my budget. I have got that enabled, so that was. Might be a case of just enabling that off. That's going to cause one heck of a spike. Look at that, but it has kickstarted that off, so I might place double skulls. So yeah, for the first hit out of cities in the snap, if I was to give a review of it, it would be neutral. Just the map was just not the flashiest of maps I've seen. So make of that as you will. There's a good point. I can. I don't really want to, so I think the idea is we'll just keep. No, I think it's going to be a case of what's my high school? Well, see, that's approaching threshold 2. Did I just actually build one? Did 2, so that will give a little bit of latent capacity demand there. That should get that going. If I really need to get another school thrown, I can always chuck in another one there just to give me some tie over demand. So yeah, that's where we're at with cities in the snap. Neutral would be a oh yeah, I see why that's see how that's gonna work. Yep, around we go. Oh, I was gonna rename this. And policies. Right, chuck that on. In fact, city centre. That should always be on. That should be on. That's good. Okay, so that's fine. They'll cover themselves enough. I think we just need to get more through to university, and we're just not putting them through at the moment. In fact, speaking of universities, where the sodding heck is it? Wrong one. All the way over there. That's because that's just a... must be 5:30, so here comes all the construction. Excellent. Because we are set for another university. Although it won't be as tied to the city centre. In fact, the university... The problem is they're so out of scale. Might set it in here, and that's just finishes everything off. Yeah, set it in there. So, yeah, whatever floats the boat. But we should have enough residential to get going again. I really need to finish that park too. Yep, they're building again. So, it's which way is the sun pointing? This way. Let's come back out. Turn over. Pick a vantage point.